Hey Legs, what's in Madrid here doing an astrology reading for you. Firstly, I'd like to apologize for the brightness. It's just it's overcast today, so it's yeah, pretty bad lighting. All right, so you are born January 1987. That makes you a Capricorn tiger. Now this one's pretty good. It's pretty interesting because my brother's a Capricorn tiger as well, so could probably give you a bit more insight than usual. Alright, so let's start. Now, your ascendant sign is in Taurus, so this gives you a sort of stable look. You're probably cute and you probably have a good figure, like you have good bone structure, nice jaws and whatnot. And yeah, you're quite reliable, quite steadfast, and yeah, you're quite practical. Alright, now your Sun and your Mercury are both in Capricorn, so they are on the same degree, which means they are conjunct. Now, the Sun in Capricorn makes you someone who's quite reserved, very hardworking, very strategical, and definitely a user. Like when I say a user, it means you will do things for your own gain. Like you will, before you do things, you'll think about the sort of cost benefits of it, and you'll think about whether it's worth your time investing in that or not. Like you'll think about it quite carefully. Having Mercury there makes you, yeah, logical, very strategical, and quite good at planning. So you'll be good at doing practical tasks. You'll probably have a strict schedule that you like to keep, like a diary or something with all your timetables and whatnot. And yeah, you just follow it and you achieve results. Capricorn is steadfast and very, very hardworking and probably the most ambitious of the signs. Like if someone asked me, who constructed the World Trade Center, or who constructed like Great Wall of China, big projects, I naturally think someone Capricorn did it. And then the next planet is your moon. So your moon is in Gemini. Now Gemini is a very flirty sort of sign. Loves talking, loves communicating, loves being on the go, always on the run, always looking for new opportunities. Very interested in learning about everything. So you probably have a lot of books on like religion, investment, computer games, makeup, I don't know, whatever girls read about on your shelf. Like you have a wide range of topics, and yeah, you're always interested in hearing about what other people are doing, and you're interested in talking about what you're doing, and yeah, you like to be constantly doing stuff and on the go. Alright, so your next planet I like to talk about is Saturn. So Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and Saturn is in Sagittarius. Now, Saturn is usually the planet of constricting, like denial, like focus, saying no, concentrating, yeah, like discipline. It's like your inner father, your inner restraint. And it's in Sagittarius, which is the opposite. Sagittarius is all about expanding and traveling and seeing the world. So having Saturn here, it's not a bad thing. What usually happens is it gives people a sense of maturity when they're younger. So you might seem very mature for your age. You're probably yeah, hardworking again. You have very high ambitions and you work to them slowly but surely, and yeah, very methodically. Alright, so the next planet I want to talk about is Venus and Mars. Now your Venus is in Sagittarius. Venus governs relationships, love, beauty, femininity, and money. So being in Sagittarius probably makes you quite flirty, gives you a very extrovert demeanor, makes you a very happy, very jovial person with lots of friends, and probably makes you a bit of a money spender as well. So yeah, take care of your wallet. Don't let too much money out. Now your Mars is in Aries. So this is the traditional place for Mars. Now when Mars is in Aries, it's very aggressive. So it's very impulsive, and all the Aries traits are like magnified. So you'll probably find yourself needing to compete with other people. You'll find yourself needing to go out and exercise. If someone argues with you, you probably just argue right back. You do things on impulse. You you love taking risks, and yeah, that is Mars in Aries. So the next planet is Jupiter. Now Jupiter is in Pisces, which is quite a chilled, sort of mellow position for Jupiter. It makes you a bit more laid back, makes you a bit more dreamy, and makes you probably artistic a little bit. Like you might play an instrument, or you might be interested in art or design or something that's a bit expressive of your emotions. Now the next planet is Saturn, which I've talked about, and after that there is Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. They're sort of on the outside, and they don't play that big of a role. So your Uranus is in Sagittarius. Now Uranus represents shock and surprise and stuff like that. And also a bit of perversity sometimes, and that is in Sagittarius. So that makes you a bit unpredictable in where you go or what you're interested in sometimes. It makes you creative when it comes to teaching people things or communicating ideas. And you probably have very progressive views on religion, law, and society. You're not that traditional when it comes to moral values and human rights. You probably just want to expand and get creative, think up of new things. Neptune is usually represents like illusions, quagmire, murkiness, dreams, undoing secrets, and that is in Capricorn. So I don't know. I think that's an alright place for Neptune to be in, because Capricorn's a very solid earth sign, and it helps mitigates the effect that Neptune, the dreaminess of Neptune, would otherwise have. Now your last planet is Pluto, and it's in Scorpio. So everyone born between 1984 and 1994 is Scorpio. So Scorpio people are quite, Pluto and Scorpio makes you really interested in certain things. Like if you research something or a person, you will get really in depth about it. Gives you a sort of cleverness with money, and gives you a very high sex drive. So in Chinese horoscope, you are Tiger. Now Tiger is a bit of a stalker. I'd say it's a combination of like Aquarius and maybe Capricorn, because the tiger is it's quite, although it's sort of intellectual and it's reserved in its ideas, it when it does express them, it expresses them very strongly and very fully, like a tiger. So, like tiger, the animal is a really good metaphor for the year of the tiger, in that the tiger stalks its prey really slowly for a while, and then when it strikes, it gives everything it has. The only thing is, tigers generally expend their energy really quickly, so they probably need a while to recover, but they stalk, plan, build up, and they strike hard. And yeah, they're quite, like, I'm a big fan of tigers. Yeah, it's a good animal. So you are 86, which is a fire tiger. It makes you eccentric and dramatic. You have passion, outgoing, expressive, optimistic, natural ability to lead other people and excite other people. Like, if you have an iPhone and you want your friends to buy an iPhone so you guys can do iPhone things together, you'll probably be very good at persuading them to get an iPhone. And sometimes you might seem a bit dramatic, but then that's alright, because tiger is quite cautious and quite the stalking sort of animal, not too impulsive. Alright, so I'll give you just a quick rundown. I'd say Capricorn. So your main things are Ascendant Taurus, Sun and Mercury in Capricorn. Your moon is in Gemini, and your Venus and Mars is in Sagittarius and Aries. So all your, well, having the Taurus and the Capricorn makes you reliable, hardworking, stubborn, persevering, strategical, practical, scientific, calculating, very, like, very good at doing things when it comes to, like, business, money, work, so on and so forth. And then your moon is in Gemini, which is very restless. It makes you very intellectual, so you probably don't you're probably not as emotional as girls usually are. Probably split between sort of yeah, just wanting to talk to everyone at the party, and your Venus and Mars. So these are generally about your relationship, your body, sort of like how you relate to other people. Those things are in Sagittarius and Aries, which are both fire. So whilst you're very smart and hardworking, you also love to party. Alright, so I'm going to talk about, let's see how much time we have. So I don't have much time left, so I'll quickly run down. Air, you have one thing in air, three things in earth, two things in water, and four things in fire. So most of the stuff is in earth and fire, which is practical and passionate. Your main focus is in the 10th and 12th house. So 10th house is about work, 12th house is about creativity, expression, and that sort of stuff. Aspect wise, you have a lot of bad aspects, but I think because your planets are in such good signs, you don't need to worry about the effects of them. Like, for example, your moon, which is how you feel, is opposite to your Saturn and Uranus, which is what you want to do and how you want to be creative in life. But given the signs and whatnot, it's not too bad. Your Mars is in square to your Neptune. That doesn't matter. Alright, so this one probably matters. Your Jupiter is in bad angles with your Saturn and Uranus, so probably has to do with you wanting to do a lot of things, but then you sort of, get a bit restless and not want to do them. So yeah, but you're in Capricorn and Taurus, so I think you'll be fine. And remember to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, whatever, and yeah, I'll see you next time.